I want to welcome in Justin Danilewitz, a former federal prosecutor. And Justin, what is your reaction to the crimes that are listed in this warrant? We're talking about espionage.
Well, Jonathan, I got to tell you that I think it's just been made public very shortly, a few minutes ago, and I haven't had a chance to look at it very closely, but it's obviously intriguing. Um, I think that's going to be interesting to see in the fullness of time the most important part of the document, which is the affidavit in support of probable cause. Um, that's what I think would lay out in much greater detail precisely what it is the government's relying on, and we just don't have that at this point in time.
What would be the next step in the legal process for the former president as this has now been unsealed and now there's been information being released about this? What would happen next?
Well, it's going to be a period of time. I mean, under normal circumstances, these investigations can take months and months, if not years. Um, I think this is clearly a different kind of situation, as was just said moments ago. The fact that the Attorney General of the United States has weighed in on a pending investigation gives the public an idea of the different character of this kind of investigation. So ordinarily, there's going to be a period of time, there's going to be continued investigation by the agents. They will review the seized materials. Um, Prosecutors will collaborate with the agents to determine whether the government can satisfy the elements of one or more criminal charges.
In your experience as a federal prosecutor, we're looking at these documents. They're very specific in the rooms that they went to, where they can search it. And there was some early reporting from some of the allies of the former president that they were going everywhere. It seemed that they were very targeted in the rooms they were at and what they could actually go into.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, it's unusual, I think, without a source of information to be able to identify with that degree of specificity where precisely agents are going to go into a search location. I think that certainly suggests that they had the help of one or more people on the inside. Typically, though, there is a great deal of specificity, and that's required under the Constitution. And that's apparent from the face of the warrant, where the location to be seized under attachment A is laid out in a lot of detail.
Talk about the timeline of this. This could take a long time to play out. Obviously, the Attorney General was very cautious in what he was saying. He didn't release more information. How long could this actually take to play out? I guess it depends on how long this actually stays in the court system, correct?
That's exactly right. I mean, I don't think it should need to take very long. As these things go, it's a relatively contained, small, limited amount of information that's been seized. It should be a relatively straightforward process to determine, in theory, what is a presidential record, what is classified, what is not under the relevant statutes that I'm seeing now in attachment B that are listed. I think given the public interest, given the approaching midterm elections, I think there'll be a lot of pressure on the government to move quickly. And then once there's a determination as to whether criminal charges can be brought, there will be a series of discussions with defense counsel, undoubtedly, and failing some kind of agreement reached, formal charges would likely be filed.
Justin Danilewitz, thank you so much for taking the time. Great information there. Thank you so much.